Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's live stream. I'm so excited that you're here. We're talking about an awesome topic, growing a niche. This comes up all the time, especially for you newer agents where knowing how to sell travel to the whole world feels overwhelming. The good news is you don't have to sell the entire world to be a huge travel business, and that's what we're going to dive in today. So if you want to learn why niches can be so lucrative, if you want to get some tips on growing your niche, and if you want to learn what my 6- and 7-figure travel clients are doing in their niche-based businesses, keep on watching. That's what we're talking about today. All right, guys, before we get too far into the show, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube. We do lots of secret content. We have a couple videos, 2 to 3 videos a week coming out over on YouTube to help you with your travel businesses, and I don't want you to miss a thing, so make sure you take a moment to do that. And by the way, thank you for making us the #1 followed YouTube channel for travel agent education on YouTube. That's insane to me. We have really close to hitting that 15,000 sub mark. So we're so excited. Thank you for your support. And if you know of someone who the channel could help, please forward that on and share that with them. We'd love to help them too. All right, so let's get started. If you're new here, I want to say welcome. Don't forget to type in "I'm new" in the comments so I can welcome you to our community. And if you are new, you might not know who I am. My name is Cyndi Williams. I started in the travel industry over 27 years ago. And it's crazy because it feels like yesterday. But today I own and operate my own award-winning travel agency. And I'm most known for being the CEO of Careers on Vacation, which helps people just like you learn how to launch, grow, and supersize your travel businesses. And today on the live show, we're talking about how to grow your niche. This comes up all the time. And for people who are thinking about getting into the travel industry, I think it's one of those things that gives them a little bit of a sense of relief. Like, oh, I don't have to know everything about the entire world. Look, guys, I've been doing this for 27 plus years. I don't know everything about the entire world. There's still areas that I choose not to sell. And, it's okay. You still can create a 6- and 7-figure travel business based on what you love focusing on and where your passion starts. So let that take like the weight off your shoulders. And by the way, if you're new, or you haven't even started your travel business yet, a great place to start is my free masterclass. So my masterclass, the 5 shifts to a 6-figure travel business and beyond. This is where a lot of my most successful clients started, right here with this class. It's totally free. You can go to that link that's on screen. I'll also drop it in comments below, careersonvacation.com/masterclass, and start your journey there. If you're in that think about it phase to figure out even if this is for you, that's a great place to start. But today, for those of you who are getting started, or you've just started your business, or maybe you've been having your travel business for years and you're at like a stuck point, or you're feeling overwhelmed, what is your niche? Tell me in comments what your niche is, or if you're not niching, what some of your frustrations are. That helps us create more content as well as we move forward. So I want to start today's show by talking about why having a niche is a good strategy. Whether you're experienced, whether you're new. So the first thing is, I already kind of touched on, you can't know it all. Like, it's impossible to know everything, and that's okay. Let that take the weight off. What I want you to do is start in that place of what you're really passionate about. And we're going to dive into that in a second too. The other thing to think about, how does the old saying go? Jack of all trades, master of none. You cannot be an expert of everything in the world, right? There are things that I could sell with my eyes closed. Hawaii, Disney, European tours, different things that we really sell a ton of at our agency. It's like rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, because I've done them forever. But if someone contacts us and says, hey, I'm really interested in doing, a really custom tour all through Asia, I'm like, I'm not your girl. I just never sold that part of the world that much in my background. I've done a few trips, but not where I feel like I would be serving them at the best level. So what we have people that will, farm that out to, or will share those leads with people who do specialize in that. And that's okay. I don't have to take every single lead that comes our way. If you're good at marketing, and especially marketing to a niche, which we're going to dive into as well, that's one of those things where if you're getting enough leads in what you love to do and is easy for you to do, you can make more abundance faster. It's like, it seems counterintuitive. Like, the more I can sell, the more I know about the world. The more you know about the world is great. But if you're chasing so many things, right? If you're chasing everything, you might lose 3 sales that would have been really easy for you to close while you're trying to figure out how to put together an FIT trip through Europe or through Asia or through something you don't sell, or doing an African safari is a good example of, like, if you don't do that every day, yes, it looks like it could be a big ticket item, but what are you missing out on because you had to take 3 weeks to sit and learn and go through all of the bumps that you have to go through to do that type of travel for one client when you have 20 waiting on the sidelines for what you could just rinse and repeat and sell this week, right? So, jack of all trades, master of none. Remember that. Having a niche really allows you to focus in one core area, and ideally an area that you're passionate about, and then sell. And you're going to serve your clients at a higher level. If you are an absolute expert at Disney, if you're an absolute expert at river cruises, if you're an absolute expert at safaris, whatever the thing is you want to be an expert in, you are going to serve your clients at a much higher level. Especially this year. You guys know, right? I've been doing this over a quarter of a century now. This is one of the most complicated years for travel businesses because of shutdowns, different regulations, everything's changing every day. This country allows this now, this one shut down again, this one, right? There's so many moving parts. So how could you possibly know everything and keep up on all the information that's getting thrown at you from day to day? Trust me, if you just sell one niche and you can keep up on the information that's relevant to your niche, it's such an easier process where you're also not having burnout and you're not like going crazy with overwhelm, right? So let's get into tips on growing your niche. And by the way, if you guys have questions as we go, I'm going to go back to questions. I see we have a couple popping in. Hey, Ann, good to see you on here watching from Chicago. I love it. Veterans and adult travel. Thanks for posting in there, guys. But if you have questions as we go through, pop them in. I'm going to go at the end and answer your questions for you. But let's talk about tips on growing your niche. So first thing, like, this might be common sense, but pick what do you love? Like, what do you love the most? Do you love Disney? Are you obsessed with Disney? Could you like research Disney even if it wasn't your job, or cruises or safaris or Hawaii or all-inclusives or whatever the thing is, wellness travel, adventure travel, whatever you love and you're passionate about, guess what? When you pick that, you don't get tired of it. You're excited to do your job every day. You're excited to share with your clients. You're excited to craft those special vacations for them and do that thing that's in your lane, right? It doesn't feel hard. It doesn't feel stressful. It doesn't feel like I have to read a book or I have to ask a million people before I feel confident in booking this vacation if it's something that's out of your comfort zone or you haven't learned yet, right? The next tip is become an absolute expert at whatever niche that you pick. Understand who your clients are, understand what's important to them, understand their pain points, understand how to serve them at the highest level, understand everything about that destination backwards and forwards, where you get the relevant information, everything you want that you need to know to become an absolute expert in that one or two things that you niche in. Start there. So still a lot to learn, but it's so much more bite size, right, than trying to take on the whole world. The next one is, you have to learn how to market well. It's one thing to be like, I love Disney, so I'm going to start an agency that niches in Disney. That's great. But like, how are you going to market it? How are you going to get people going to Disney to book through you? Understanding how to market your niche. This is like that gold cord that brings in the revenue. You can know everything. You can be even a certified or a great agent, but you might not know how to show up in a relevant way online, or how to market to your clients, or how to build marketing that will get leads, get your phone ringing every day, and get a lineup of customers coming into your business. So once you've decided your niche, you've learned it backwards and forwards, and really suggest, like what we do in Careers on Vacation with our clients is we teach them to learn their niche and be putting their business together at the same time so they can earn while they learn, so then they have money coming in and can do more marketing. But at a minimum, you have to learn how to market to your clients. Market your niche well. If you do those things right, then everything comes together and your travel business feels like it's a success overnight. That's what we love to see. That marketing is such a big piece. You can't forget, if you depend on word of mouth, it takes forever to grow your business. There's so much business to be had right now, you guys, if you know how to reach your customers. So last one on tips is if you focus on in your social media, in your outreach to clients, if you focus on delivering value, then the sales will come, right? This is something that our company did really successfully during the shutdown, right? Like people are like, oh my gosh, I can't believe your pages are still active. Are you still we never stopped marketing. We didn't try to sell, obviously, during COVID when stuff was shut down. But what we did is we delivered value to our clients. Here's what's going, or remember this, or remember what it was like to be at Disney. And oh, I know everyone's excited to get back to Hawaii. Here's some beautiful beach pictures to just help them through that weird experience. And a lot of people shut their business down or hit the pause button. The rule of like business is you're either moving forward or you're moving backwards. And a lot of us were like standing still last year or, eased back on the marketing. We went full force with marketing, but we changed our message. We weren't like, buy this trip, book a call. None of that. We just delivered value. We're like, here's what's happening. Do you want to have a trivia night? Let's talk about this destination. All of those little pieces that were just delivered. It was just value and love that we spread. My YouTube expert that helps us grow our channel said last week, he's like, look at these numbers. Like we've grown 3 times in a year. And look at this expansion that we've had. He said, this is because last year you did all of those value-based things. So value, and the sales will come, I promise you, as long as you have a marketing machine behind it. All right, what are my 6- and 7-figure niched travel clients doing, right? You guys know through Careers on Vacation, I work with hundreds of companies a year to help them launch their travel brands, help them get into the industry, and I've been doing that for years and years and years now. So I have a big base of case studies to speak from, and I'm going to tell you some common things that I have seen in those top performing businesses that really pick a niche and they just drill it. They drill that niche and they've grown it with just so much expansion. It's amazing. It's just so cool to see. So the first thing is they're obsessed with their niche, right? If you're obsessed with Disney or you're obsessed with cruises, it's like easier to share your love of it. So they're obsessed with their niche, and that's natural. It's almost like a natural progression for them to share what they love, whether it's value-based through marketing. They're excited to work on their businesses every day, but they are obsessed with their niches. The second thing is they're obsessed with delivering the best experience to their clients. I always say that the work doesn't start when you close the sale, or the work doesn't start when someone calls you to like get a trip. The work starts the minute you confirm that reservation, someone gives you a credit card and they're booked. That's when the work actually starts in terms of building a robust, recurring business model, right? How are you serving clients, managing their vacations, prepping them for travel, managing the trip, checking in with them when they get back? What are you doing? What's the magic that you're doing behind the scenes with your systems and processes that is delivering them that exceptional service that's going to keep them coming back again and again, and them telling their friends and referring you out? So they're obsessed with delivering that exceptional experience to their clients. Number 3 is they've developed a signature brand voice, right? So think about especially if you guys love a certain YouTuber, right? I mean, I hope you love me, but besides, there's other YouTubers that do travel stuff. If you're a travel person, you probably follow 10 travel people, right? So the thing about it is, though, you love that person because they're so excited about what they're sharing. Let's say, maybe you guys know Tim Tracker. I think he's a good example. He's grown an amazing following through YouTube. He doesn't sell travel. He literally just lives in the Orlando area. He goes to the parks. He shares his love of travel. He shares the stuff that's new, and it's pretty much Disney and Universal. Of course, they have him traveling other places now, but his base is Disney and Universal. But when you follow him, you can see this guy really knows everything about Disney. He really loves it, and he's really developed a signature brand voice about what he does. You need to do the same thing with your travel agency, through your marketing, through your emails, through your outreach to your clients, through your videos, through all of your different systems and processes in your marketing machine. What's your signature brand voice that you're stamping on everything? So just think about that a little bit and how you can kind of carry that from platform to platform and through all of your marketing measures. All right, next one is building through cross-sells. So one of the things my biggest agencies have done is once they build a niche to a certain level, they really quickly recognize, wow, my clients also want to do all-inclusives. They also want to do the Africans. They're starting to want other things, but because they've built that bond and relationship, when you're niched in one thing, they will start expansion efforts, but they do it in a way that's really smart, and they'll building block. Now we're going to add in what our clients are asking us more for, and then we're going to add in this. And a lot of them will start to build out teams, right? That's when they work with us to maybe graduate out of a hosting environment, have a real true agency, and they will start bringing in a cruise specialist, and then they'll bring in an all-inclusive specialist. They'll bring in someone who does European tours, and then they have different segments now to their business. They still are operating off of that niche, but now they can cross-sell. We're now selling cruises. We're now doing this. We're now doing that. That's a smart way to do it because they're piecemealing it in, and they personally don't have to learn everything. They're inviting team members right into their architecture, and they're able to grow and scale and also serve their clients and do some great cross-sell things through marketing, right? And then expanding via teams. So I kind of tied those last 2 points in together, but expanding via teams is a really big one. So I'm going to run over and check questions here in just a second, but I want to remind you guys, you don't have to sell everything to be a huge, successful travel business. It's actually better, especially if you're new, that you don't try to take on everything and you really pick 1, 2, maximum 3 at the very, very most niches when you're brand new in the industry. There's so much to learn. There's so much to keep up with. Take the weight off your shoulders. You don't have to learn everything. And if you are really wanting to start your travel business out the right way from the beginning without making mistakes, or if you've hit a rut and you're feeling stuck and everything I'm saying today is really resonating with you, don't forget, we can help you through our Careers on Vacation Mastermind. This is our 12-week mastermind that we offer. We can help you establish a niche, learn how to market those niches, and really have explosive growth this year to take advantage of travel's big return. Of course, you get our online training system, but this is not a online only. Our program has the most amazing support. You get a private coach assigned. You get to work with me. You get to work with my whole team, my same team of experts that got my business to multiple 6 figures a month. We've already hit our 7 figures this year and way blown past that. We're so excited about. But that same team that helped my company year over year hit those giant goals is the same team my Careers on Vacation clients get to work with. And if you're out there and you are thinking about growing an agency and you have already have your sales kind of in place, we also have our Wanderlust CEO Mastermind for agency owners that want to grow to the next level too. So you can, either way, you can go to careersonvacation.com/ready now and talk to us about what your goals are, and we can match you with the right program. Or if it's not a match to work together, we're still going to give you some great tips and send you on your way. We wish you always love and abundance as you're growing wherever you are in your journey. All right, I'm going to hop over to questions and see if we have any questions in here. You guys are so funny. I love the emojis. Alma says, not sure of the topic, but it's always fire. Yes, so we like to bring the fire for sure. Jen's doing veterans and adult travel. I love that, Jen. Yeah, Jen's just a recent graduate of Careers on Vacation, and she's doing amazing. Alma as well, my good friend in Canada. Alma actually has a question. Can you ever be too niche? Alma, I love this question. So I think the answer is no, because what you can do, and Alma, you're joining us in the Wanderlust CEO Mastermind, so congratulations. We're going to be working with you in September, now that you've graduated COV, to help you do this process that I'm going to say right now, right? So Alma, you guys, has done an amazing, beautiful job of niching her business to Disney. She sells a ton of Disney, and what we're going to do with Alma is we're going to actually, now that she's established as a niche, we're going to keep growing that niche. But parallel to that, we're going to start possibly bringing in team members that do other things that can support more growth. So now that she has been booking Disney trips for families every single year and they've been working with her, What if they want to go on a cruise? What if they want to go on an all-inclusive? What if they want to do that safari? Instead of Alma having to learn all that information, we're going to work with her on scaling her team so she can have experts in those different areas. So Alma, I would say you're going to get to do it on your schedule and based on the strategy that we help you put together. So that's one of those things that we'll talk about on your business plan. Like, what's the next logical thing to building block in? We don't have to do everything at once. In fact, it's better if you layer in cruises and really know cruises well, or you layer in all-inclusives and really know that well. So you can do it on any pace that feels good to you because you've established your niche. That's going to be the bread and butter that funds us doing the other things, right? And so no, I don't think you can ever be too niche because think of your core niche as what's bringing those leads in, and then the magic happens in the cross-sell and the upsell behind the scenes. The hardest part is getting that client to book with you that first trip. Once you've built that rapport and you've established them as a client, they know, like, and trust you from that point on, then you can cross-sell and upsell so easily as you move forward and grow your business from there. Love that question. Have a couple. Jen says, the program is worth it, guys. Jen would know. She just graduated. Rajesh says, is there a marketing company we can hire? So Rajesh, with Careers on Vacation, we teach you how to market and how to implement and optimize all social media, how to get your SEO operating, all the things that you should be doing as you grow your business. So if that's something you're interested in, definitely go over to that link and have a conversation with our team. We are a consulting company first. So we work with travel entrepreneurs at all different levels, launch and grow their travel brands. And we have 2 learning tracks. The first one is for the brand new agents who are very new or they haven't even started yet in the business. Our second learning track, if you are established already as a travel company and you already have your credentials, you've already been selling, that's our experience learning track. And so you would be eligible for that. So based on where you are, we would talk to you about how we can kind of match that up. Hey, Summer, good to see you on here. Summer's a grad too, guys. Glad to see you. Michelle says, I've been trying to figure out my audience, but I can't figure out who it would be. Michelle, I love that. So what's your niche? Tell me what your niche is, and let me see if I can give you some guidance on that. I'll wait for you to type in here a quick sec. See if Facebook wants to work with the internet world at a fast level. While Michelle's typing in, I mean, how pretty are these mugs, you guys? I know I shared this last week if you're on the live stream. Can we talk about the sparkle? This is our friend at Bell Cups. You can find her on Instagram. And I had these custom made for our team, and I had their names put on them. How cute is that? And then, of course, our little $1 Million Club. How fun is that? So we're celebrating. Okay, I see Michelle has responded. Luxury adventure travel. Yeah, so Michelle, you're in COV, right? I think you're in the program. What I want you to do, we have in the module where we help you build your client avatar, you're going to go through those exercises and really understand by answering those questions, who is my client? How do they live? Where do they operate? What problems do they have? You really want to create a client avatar as you're thinking about who is going to buy this trip that I have to sell. What does their day-to-day look like? What does their family look like? Like, you really need to know from that finite level, because once you establish that client avatar, then you can figure out what their pleasure points are, what their pain points are, and from there, you build your marketing, right? The reason you pull out pain points, you're like, Cyndi, that's negative. Listen, guys, I'm a super positive person, but if you know what someone's problem is and you can solve it, then that is when a sale will happen. So marketing is really that simple. It's that complicated and it's that simple. So Michelle, we're going to help you work through that luxury, all-inclusive, adventure, travel. So what I want you to do is start with a piece of paper, Michelle, and say, who is my client? How much money do they make a year? What kind of jobs do they have? Why are they going on an adventure vacation? What are their pastimes? What kind of cars do they drive? Like, those seem like silly questions, but literally you're trying to get an idea in your mind, because when we get to marketing mods 4, 5, and 6, we're literally going to show you how to target that exact person, right? And we can tweak it, we can modify it, but you can target through marketing, through income, through debt, through area, through age, through if they're prone to travel, through, I mean, Facebook gets really crazy where like if they've been traveling or returned from a trip in the last 2 weeks, you can really do marketing at an escalated level. So what you need to do first though is get clear on that person, Michelle, answer those questions for yourself, and go through the mod and COV that helps you build your client avatar, which goes a little more in depth than we can do obviously on the live stream. So guys, this was such a great session today. I hope this was helpful for you. We're really trying to bring some blockbuster content going into fall this year. And I want to remind everyone, if you are not following us on Instagram and TikTok, oh my gosh, you're missing out on all of the fun. We are doing so many cool things over there. My husband surprised me this past weekend. You guys know that was like totally out of my comfort zone because I book 1000% of our travel for our family. And my husband's like, can you pack a bag and be ready like in an hour? And I'm like, what? He's like, I booked for us to go somewhere. And I'm like, where? And he's like, I'm not telling you. It was like it was like stressful and fun at the same time. I don't know how to explain it, but he surprised me and took me to the Hotel Grand Duca. We've just been super, super busy. And with the kids going back to school, I mean, it's been a little extra around here. So that was really fun. I have some clips from our trip at the Hotel Grand Duca. And then, of course, you guys know I love to share my sunsets from Austin. So definitely check us out on Instagram and all the places. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell over on YouTube so you get all of our amazing content. And guys, I love you so much. Thank you for watching today. And I will see you next week on the live stream. Bye, guys. Hey guys, Cyndi Williams here. If you like that last video, make sure you check out my other content to help you grow and scale your very own travel business. And also, I invite you to travel around the world with me and find out what I'm doing in my portable, profitable, award-winning travel business. Check out the videos.